Why you gotta watch where you camp.
You can see that, but that's fucked.
Now we're rebuilding the chain to crossing the Tropic of Cancer. Okay, this is the current route we're taking along the way here in China, working our way up towards Shanghai slowly, so we'll see how it goes. Watch where you camp. Some days they just light fires and burn fields up, so you never know. Watch out. I still prefer this system over the other systems because if it's drizzle like this, even the nighttime drizzle where it's getting everywhere, you can pull this over and then just when it comes time to take everything apart, pull the inner part out and then wrap the tarp separate. Some people ask a little Q&A, do we ride in the rain and such? Yes. Do we ride when the weather is not the best? Yes. Do we see some neat things that way? Yes. Okay, 5 kilometers down this road. No signs for nothing. Beautiful brand new road. But they're working on the bridge, so you can't cross. Closed. Today is just one of those kind of days. There is the blocked off road again, so instead I gotta take this highway around. Noodle, peanuts, and tofu. 5 kwai. Come on, old guy. Get moved.
Well, I don't know if you can see that, but that's fucked. And that one's fucked. So hopefully I can get those somewhere here and fix this.
Okay, tonight, kind of shitty problem with the bike, so I'm just gonna camp here and hopefully tomorrow in the next town I can get the bike fixed. Okay, road is there. Hammock is there. It's about the best I could find. Chicken coops are up there. House is there, but that's what it is for the night. Alright, we're trying to find out what's wrong with it. If any good or not. Yeah, bearings are completely shot. That looks okay, but bearings are shot. Still want to replace those up the road. So what we're doing is we're rebuilding it by putting in new bearings, but keeping the existing ones until I can get some better ones. At least this will get me up the road. I'll do the chain. I'll do that. Alright, now we're rebuilding the chain. So it'll be the brand new chain as well. So I've got to put the 3 chains together, then take away the excess. The other part that has to be done is this one has to be flipped. Every time you change the chain, you have to flip that so you only get 2 uses. Okay, stop for some breakfast. Get me a nice coconut milk and some nice veggie noodles. Ooh, looks really good today. So that after the bike repair, I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, just a quick overview. The chain has now been replaced and I replaced the chain. I still need to get a cap for that and a new cap for that end. I need to seem to be able to only get those if you order them online. My handlebar grips, again, order online if you want anything decent. The guy replaced the bearings in these, so didn't replace the wheels but replaced the bearings, and I flipped the clog around. So basically the bike is up and running good again. Needs to be cleaned and some stuff. He adjusted the brakes a little bit, but that's about it. But in China these days, most bike shops don't seem to carry anything. Most shops in general need to order on Taobao if you want variety or choices. Okay, we're crossing the Tropic of Cancer. Okay, today must be repair day. Got a flat tire, weird puncture in that one. Then I found out, oh, I don't have the glueless patches. I have the other patches. I don't have the glue with me. So, got to get some tools and some parts at the next big city. Okay, Mark, if you really want to know what China's stealth camping is like, there's the road, there's the village, this is the little building, there's the bus, there's all the people, and so... Okay, last night's camping. Just right there. If you look around, you're gonna say, oh, there should be plenty of camping in a place like this. There are nice trees, but if you look, that's just a drop off there. Plus you have to go over a railing to get to it. Now when you do finally get to a little cutout like this, you're gonna see it's either to a house or something else. So there is no place really to pull off and camp in. Where? And then another barrier. Okay, these are some of the little city parks we normally would camp at, next to a nice little temple. China is really good for these bike lanes and these bike paths. I had to re-record this because the wind that was passing and everything else just making too much noise, so we re-record it. Again, another scooter car accident. One cuts across, the other one's there, boom boom. And they wait for the police. Roadways like this are nice, but the problem is if it's nighttime and you're looking for a place to camp, there is no place to get off. Alright, this one's for you, Mark. This is semi-stealth China camping, and including cooking dinner. Hammock is set up, road is right there, block off is there. Nice little setup. Okay, this morning is a little bit of a late start because it was raining all early this morning, so didn't want to break down. Then you have to break down, dry up your gear a little bit before you pack it all away, otherwise everything's wet in the bike. But it's only the tarp on mine that gets wet. But it's also cold, so the weather took a cold turn. So a little late start, getting some other business done, friend borrowing some stuff and things, talking about eSIMs, and I'll do that a bit more again later. Why you don't want to buy just a local eSIM if you can sometimes. Multi-countries give you better because then your IP address is outside, so therefore anything they block in a country, because you got an outside IP, it's like having a VPN, so you get some other stuff that they block. A bit more later, gonna get on the road. Late. Alright, even though it's been a cloudy, rainy morning, the road is still nice, beautiful scenery, following the river up now, the Guangzhou area. Problem will be villages are scarce. You do get these little things, but they don't have much in them as far as food or anything like that goes. The question is this a bike trail going around? Oh wait, there's the city. Just came up and through across the bridge. There's the other bridge way back there where the highway goes around. And then the road will come around here. Sometimes you gotta love the roads that it shows on a map. It shows it going through the town so you can get food and everything else. But as you see, the buildings, the road is higher than the buildings, at least on the 3rd or 4th floor. So the road itself goes around. The houses are on the other side below the road. So you really don't get anything. Typical of China. Pagodas hidden in the background. How's the old saying go? It's too early. Beautiful little park to camp in and place like that, but just too early. Wonton soup. Okay, quick little stop here, do a little check on my bookings, and then head back up this lovely road in and out of the mountains. Sometimes our choices in the evening time, according to what the maps say and what we actually find, this is supposed to be just a little village. Well, it's more like a 10-kilometer round city. In case you're all really wondering how stealth camping or non-stealth camping in China actually works, you sometimes find places like this. It's just up on the edge of the city. I'm setting up here, got enough darkness from my tarp to be able to sleep, and the sun is going down, so that's that. In China, along the roads, there's virtually endless places to camp, but just remember one thing: there'll always be people. Someday is a supposed bike trail going that way. Why wouldn't you park your car right in the bike lane? Today I'll eat a proper meal. Tofu and rice. Okay, looks like we found an okay spot to camp. Not this, but we'll be up the road here. Okay, the road is over there. An abandoned restaurant is there. Oh, a nice little place over the river here to camp. So it should be a little bit quieter than the gas stop would be. So I'll cook some food, the sun's going down, and I'll call it a night here, and then tomorrow I'll move up the road. 5 seconds of fun for my friend Cece. She wanted me to put all the teapots up on something for some people to see. My friend Mark always says you should go about 250 meters up the road from wherever you think you find a good camping spot to see if you find something better. It would be better, but you can't do that on a highway. Breakfast of champions. too early. Find these nice parks and shit. Okay, the standing joke in China. Always get your bike and picture in front of a rock with some scribbly stuff on it. This one's for you, Mark. McDonald's, China. A lot of times it's worthwhile getting off any of the main roads and onto some of these little riverside roads. Problem with them is when they hit an inlet or something, you've sometimes got to go 5, 6, 7 kilometers inland to go around it. Just got to make sure you check your maps ahead of time, that you're pulling off in the right spots, otherwise it's a long ways around. Okay, push comes to shove. Sometimes, see how these roads just end like that, but the nice thing about it, see the trees on the side there, good place to hang the hammock and stuff like that and kind of be left alone for the most part. Okay, last night's camping spot. The tarp is just put up so it can hide the light from all the lights around the place. Highway is just up there. This is a little city road there, so the highway road there. This is, again, like I say, like a little park that they have, and this is where you can park or camp in China. It's easier if you have a tent. You got more places to put your options up. Than with the hammock, you limit your options. Okay, there it is. Sunrise to sunset. Standing joke. Just go a few more kilometers or another couple 100 meters up the road and you'll find always something better. Or not. Reasons to be careful and not ride at night in China in some places. They just don't cover some stuff. Reason to not ride at night. They ride in the wrong direction. No lights on. A lot of the bike paths are quite interesting the way they do this stuff, but at least it's a bike path. Somebody asked me the other day why I prefer the two-wheeled versus the trike right now. Well, if you look at this, there's no way you keep all 3 trike wheels. First off, not one in the rough or this or that. Plus, if you haven't seen the barriers to go through, you can't squeeze through a lot of them with a trike. You have to lift it over. Seriously, that's how you get from the upper bike trail to the lower bike trail. Welcome to the city. Seriously, these guys learned how to make bike trails and stuff. Now suddenly they want you to jump up this little thing there. Otherwise, it just dead ends there. These aren't exactly trike or bike friendly. One thing is, there's tons of these nice parks with rides, but the question is, where do they go to? How to get on and off them sometimes? How do you find them? They're not exactly bike routes. They're not exactly going any particular place. They're just here and there, but they are good for camping. Strange little bike paths, middle of nowhere. A little bit warmer today, but overall same. We're trying to get into Guangzhou today, but all these bike paths and new roads and stuff that's just closed here and there, it's taking a lot longer than anticipated. So hopefully we'll find some food here in a bit. These back highways or back roadways that it's suggesting, not been much on it. Beautiful bonsais, boa bonsais. Even in parking lots, you have plug-ins to charge the e-bikes. Camping. China style in a park. Okay, in China, where do you camp? Nice little riverside park. Right, pretty much in the heart of the city. City's back behind me. And there's my little camp spot. Okay, another thing about camping in China that's kind of funny. If you do camp in a park like this, it will be funny. No one will argue about it. No one will say anything to you about it. But they will park right next to you. They'll come and make noise near you to show their dislike, but they won't say something directly. Instead, like I say, they'll just park there. They'll light the fireworks off in front of you when they have an entire park, an entire place to do it. They make sure they do it in front of some place that's gonna get to you. Just like and subscribe to us.